I likes to call her Julian.
Julian?
Julianne. Never Jillian. Alright, so, who is the fairest of them all? I got more bitches than you.
Snow White, probably.
Like who?
I don't know. Julian agrees. I don't want to say that Julian agrees, but Julian agrees.
She believes.
She significantly likes all my Pokemon friends better. Because they, they have conversations. Everyone else, all our friends, the people who I sit at lunch with, you know them, I don't need to say them. They speak in hyperboles.
What do you mean?
You know what a hyperbole is?
For those who don't.
Have you ever gone to BuzzFeed? Website BuzzFeed.
I've never gone to the website, but I know
You know of the website BuzzFeed. All of their articles are 20 cutest babies you'll ever see. Number 17 will change your life. I just want to get a gif of me just doing that face. The 20 cutest babies you'll ever see. Number 7 will change your life.
I thought it was 17.
It will freaking...
It will fuck you up.
It will change you as a man.
Anally.
Okay. So, they always say, oh, this is the greatest thing. But, the little one, she's always
now wait.
I don't even...
The Ginger Little?
Yeah, the Ginger Little.
Okay.
Because they're all kind of little. It's I don't even know what I'm doing. And if that happened, it would make my life. I don't know if you noticed it.
It's
Eventually,
funny.
you will
everyone
notice
does
it.
kind of talk like they're the center of attention, and everyone needs to hear.
Yeah.
I don't... it's so shut up. Everyone shut... I don't... It's what are you doing?
And there's a group talking about politics and stuff. Hey guys, can everyone shut up real quick? I don't have an opinion on what you're talking about.
But it's probably
so
wrong.
Just leave me out of it.
Thanks.
Okay? Thanks.
Maze.
Time out. Hey, Lance? Come on, buddy. You guys were talking about Lance Armstrong, the big old Tour de France guy. Lance! Oh, jeez. Lance! Come tell your story.
Time out.
Lance,
I said time out.
Tell your story on the podcast. I want you to tell your story on the podcast, Lance.
Thanks. Alright, so this next topic. Oh, I think we should still talk about it, because that's a good topic to talk about, our friends. And also yeah, they all do kind of talk who's the worst?
The worst?
It's probably not interesting to them, but I'm interested.
I think you know. I think I've told you. I've come to you several times saying, yeah, I completely hate this person.
First initial. I was an H.
Yeah, the person you were just talking to. She's probably the worst.
I don't think I spent enough time with her in school to notice.
Yeah, she's pretty bad.
Because, if I'm with her at her house, it's, just me and her.
Yeah. Her problem is she's condescending. You know what I'm talking about? The other day, we take physics, and physics is freaking devil.
AP physics. Yeah. Oh, well,
yeah.
You don't.
We just take regular physics.
Because we're the smart ones.
And we were having trouble, because, physics is tough. And so, I go over to one of my friends, who's a senior, who took physics and is taking AP physics.
Side note?
Yeah.
It's not so hard. It's the teacher.
Yeah.
This guy...
He's real gross. We'll talk about him later.
He's being... This is the last night. He's retiring this year.
Oh, is he?
Because he's deemed unteachable to students. He has to teach college kids.
No way.
That's what I've been told.
Oh, that's amazing. Who told you that?
I don't even remember.
Was it a reliable source of information?
Is it ever?
I mean...
But I believe it, though. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyways.
He's gross. But, I was having trouble with physics. And so I go over to my senior friend, who's in the trumpet section. And...
Do I know her? Probably not.
You know Michaela? Or Mackenzie. You probably don't know Mackenzie.
I think I do, yeah.
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 I go over to Mackenzie, and I try and help her. And she tries to help me.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's trying her best. And she's a great friend. Love Mackenzie. And so, let's call her... I don't know, let's call her a fake name. Let's call her Hannah. So, Hannah looks over at me, and she's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm having trouble with."
Wah!
I was like, "Oh, I'm having trouble with physics," and Mackenzie's trying to help me. And she
Why
looks
does Mackenzie get a fake, or why doesn't Mackenzie get a fake name?
because we were talking good about her.
Ah.
And so I look at her, and she looks at me and says, "You know, you're taking regular physics because she's taking AP physics. You know, Hannah."
Right.
And it was like, "You're taking regular physics. Your opinion doesn't matter." That was the big thing. She's like just real condescending. I told you about the time that I just told her that I don't like her straight to her face.
Was it in like the?
It was at the parade.
Yeah.
Oh, can I tell that story in the podcast?
Yeah, because we told it in the first one, technically the first one, but it's not going to be there now.
Yeah, same person.
So,
Hannah.
It's not. No one knows now. There's so many things we've talked about that
Oh yeah.
no one knows now. We'd have to rewatch it and then talk about them.
You know what we should do? We should dub. We should like just talk and dub the episode with the first podcast. That'd be really cool. I think
Is
that's-
this silence for a minute? Okay.
And so, why do you keep trying to hit the camera?
I want to see what it looks like. I just burp. Like a laugh and a burp saying,
And so, I go over to Hannah. It's just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us, you and I. And what did she say to me? Oh, I was in my band uniform.
Gets up close to you.
I hear you march. So I was in my band uniform, and she's got a water bottle, and the band uniform is made entirely out of wool. And she
It's great.
yeah, it's disgusting. And she says, "What if I splash this on you right now?" It's like, I would stab you. I mean, I already kind of do want to, but at that point, I totally would stab you. And she was all pretentious. She was like, "But why? Why would you stab me?"
But why?
And so I look at her and
It's
was like,
all-
"Because you're condescending, you know?" And she was like, "That hurts right where you would stab, right here." And I was like, No. For you, you're a special kind of person. For you, if I would stab you, I'd stab you to wound you. You know, like make you hurt a whole lot. Not really necessarily kill you, but maybe let you bleed out a little bit. Make the suffering a little more great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You actually went into that voice, but you're going to stick with it?
You know what I'm saying?
You did what every guy that's voice cracks does. Go with it. Either talk normally, continuously, without giving it any notice, hoping no one else really kind of picked up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you do what I do, where it's like, so I went to the store and well, when I went there, you know what happened? Just like pretend that you're trying to get high pitched the whole time.
Did I tell you? You were there. Can I tell a story about my worst voice crack ever?
Is that the one in math?
Yes. So we were in a math class.
Oh, it was so
And
funny.
we liked the teacher. We liked the teacher a lot. And I hope she likes us, because I don't even know anymore.
Do half the teachers like who they think they...
I think she likes us together,
Personally.
but
Yeah, I
individually.
think she hates us separately, but when we were together, she always thought we were funny.
Yeah.
But
So,
together, she progressively hates
we
us
were right
more.
next to her. And our class,
Let's call her Mrs. H, just
Mrs.
so it's
H.
clear.
Mrs. H.
Everyone's an H.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mrs. H. You
Which
must know
one?
me. The staff, Mrs. H.
And so,
Anywho.
Mrs. H. At our school, we have like the student of the month, right?
Do we?
Yeah, we do. Because I won it one year.
You did?
Yeah.
How? Best grades or something?
I improved a lot in Mr. W's class. You know Mr. W.
Mr. W?
Yeah, Mr. W.
W-I-N?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, we were sitting right up close to the
Mr.
teachers.
Win.
Mr. That's the entire name. We just spelled out his name instead of saying it. So we're sitting right up close to the teacher's desk, and she calls over this guy to win Student of the Month. And not only...
Wait. Where this camera is how far away we are from the teacher.
Yeah, pretty much. And so,
Constantly staring
Student
at
of
her.
the Month, not only do they get a certificate, but they get their class picture put up in this billboard. Not really a billboard, but like a...
It's more like a...
It's like a windowed area.
Yeah.
So where everyone can
Hidden.
see it. So where everyone can see it, and it says Student of the Month, and it's really, really cool. I like mine a lot. I got it like at the end of the year, so I was Student of the Summer. Like whenever you would
Really?
walk in, if it was like July, you would see me up there. It was really cool. But not only do they get that, but they get like a free meal at McDonald's, because McDonald's is right by there.
I work there.
Yeah.
It's
And-
great. Monday's my last day.
Oh, congratulations.
How many days is that? Wait, what's today? Saturday?
Yeah, today's Saturday.
2 days until my last day for the summer.
Solid. And so, it's not even summer.
2 days until my last day for the summer.
Oh, okay. And so, she calls up this guy. He's a pretty good guy. I like
Who
him.
calls her? Oh, Mrs. H.
Yeah, Mrs. H calls him up. And she says, congratulations, you're student of the month. You've been a great guy this semester. I'm really proud of you and your improvements, and you're just a great character. It's your certificate. And Brent and we're just listening. We're right there.
That's what he was getting? I
Yeah.
wasn't listening to him. I was listening to us.
and so she says, I know here's your certificate.
That makes so much more
and
sense.
this is your McDonald's gift certificate. With it, you can get a free breakfast or lunch. And she just stops there. And so I was like, you know what? I want to confirm to this guy. And I still feel bad because I felt like he was having like some kind of special moment, you know? And so she says, and with this you can get a free breakfast or lunch. And I chime in, or dinner!
It was so like...
It was so much
It was
higher.
so...
Or dinner!
the whole word... It wasn't even like... Hi.
Or dinner!
Like, let's say... I'm going to do it long. Like, champion. Like, more like champion. Like, it's not like a one part of the word. It was like the whole word dinner. Or dinner! It was... I can't
And
even
it was
replicate.
so loud too. Like I wouldn't be able to do that again if I tried.
I don't even think so. It was so high pitched and so confident. Or dinner,
Or dinner.
and you just like the look on your face was like, I did this bad thing,
I did this to myself.
and
I am the only one responsible for this.
I died laughing. And Mrs.
Like Mrs. H.
Oh,
We'll call her Mrs. Hagar.
Hagar.
Mrs. Hagar. Brent immediately went down. I was like,
I was laughing so because we like to mess with each other. If we do something stupid, we like to point it out and never let it go. Well, never let it go for a while.
yeah.
This was so funny. And
like, I'm not even mad when you bring it up because it was
you
hysterical.
can't say it wasn't funny.
It was so funny.
But Mrs. H got so mad that I was laughing. She's like, Brent, that's not funny. I tried to say it's not, but I was still laughing. I know it's not. It's not.
It was really funny.
Oh.
Now, did I tell you my Mrs. H carrot story?
No.
So every day I bring this giant bag of carrots.
It's an issue.
I have 2 carrot stories before the podcast ends because we're getting to the end of it.
I think we've told 3 stories.
I don't think we did any topics. We did a few topics.
But what's better, topics or this?
Stories is much better.
Yeah.
If we can keep doing stories. Topics is just when we're like
Topics
downtime.
A gateway?
Yeah. So every day I bring in this giant bag of carrots for lunch, and I can't finish it during lunch. So I take it to my 6th hour and then take it to 7th hour. And 7th hour is when it happens as age.
Like a medium Ziploc bag's worth. Like about
yeah,
a gateway.
like about this much by this much carrots. And so I'm just chomping away. It's just a garbage bag full of carrots.
I can't finish them during lunch. Better bring them.
So normally I finish them in the last hour of the day, which is math. And so,
which we shared.
Yeah, we used to.
So the day. All right.
So the day that it happened, the incident. And so there was no incident. And so.
Keep going.
And so we had a partner quiz, right? We had a partner quiz that day. You having fun there?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just keep going.
And so we had a partner quiz. And I was working with this one buddy, and my buddy tried. I know what you're doing. And I would really appreciate it if you didn't. We had a partner quiz that day, and I was
until that day.
And I was working with this buddy, who liked getting into trouble. Like Mrs. H is a vegetarian, and one day he brought like an entire bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken in.
Oh really? Do I know this person?
Jay Surgeon.
Oh.
Glasses, yeah.
Is it better to say the first name or the last name? And consecutively saying Jay Surgeon.
What if his first name was Jay, like J-A-Y?
That would be convenient.
Jay Surgeon lives at 742 Colorado Avenue.
He lives on Strawberry Road.
He lives inside of a strawberry.
On that road.
So I had like 5 carrots left, and we were in pods. And so the 2 of us were working together on this partner quiz.
Why didn't we?
Because you won in that class.
Oh.
And so she said that had to be a quiet partner quiz. Like super quiet. Like no talking. You could like write stuff down. You could like mouth words. I didn't.
Which I think is stupid.
I did a unit circle interpretive dance, and it was beautiful. I'll show you it later. And so we finished the quiz.
Zach Mirror outro.
I pull out my bag of carrots.
There's like a long trail of them. Just the bag is like that thin, so you have like 1 carrot consecutively, just like a whip.
And so I start jumping on my carrot, and I was like, and I want to make a loud noise. And so he takes one. He goes,